Welcome to selfdiscoverywisdom.com, formerly known as Self-Discovery Media. On these podcasts, you're going to hear people who speak from the heart. They've taken the journey in life. Many things have happened to them, but they've changed it to happening for them. And in their strength, their courage, they've discovered their abilities and their wisdom, and they are now sharing it here with you. Do enjoy each show. We bring it to you with love and knowing that it's going to help you on your journey of life. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life, right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. I'm your host, Sarah Troy. Well, last week I gave you a show on authors that I've interviewed with books and suggested books for Christmas. And this is part 2 in that session. Every year I kind of put out a show on, books to give, because I think books are a wonderful thing that keeps on giving. It's a gift that people have read and it's meant something to them. They may go and revisit it, maybe open a page to kind of see what they need to know when they need to know it, or maybe, share it with someone else. But it is something that if it's a good book, it stays with you. So here are some of the authors that I've interviewed this year and their books. And let's see if you enjoy them. So here is number 1, The Afterlife, A Journey to Know What Will Happen Next by Stephen Paul Chong. I've interviewed Stephen a few times and he's really, really, really cool. We've had some wonderful spiritual talks. So if you are on the spiritual path of awakening your heart and your soul and your spirit, then, these are the books to have, because they're very much something that opens up your whole psyche, your whole spiritual side. He is an MED. He's from Queensland, Australia. And he also talks about, love, grief, and struggle and overcoming obstacles, and accumulating his 6 inspirational novels, feature film screenplays, and multiple short stories he's converted into these life themes. So highly recommend that, and also to listen to his shows. You will notice that on every show page, please do come back to the show page. Right here, it is, selfdiscoverywisdom.com, and it'll be Books for Christmas Part 2, tagline 2549. And you will see their links going back to their shows and their books. Another one that's also very spiritual is Happy Soul, Hungry Mind, a modern day parable about spirituality. This is Ravi Kothura's mission to awaken the world to the simple, practical truths of spirituality, non-religious, always accessible, and woven into who we are. A respected speaker and business thought leader, featured in outlets like Forbes, Wall Street Journal, etc. He's the founder of Houston Strategy Forum, executive coach from Ecology. His leadership book is How Cohesive Is Your Company, and his spiritual parable, Happy Soul, Hungry Mind, offer transformative insights into living with greater clarity, purpose, and connection. And then this one is Becoming a Badass, From Fearful to Fierce, a true story of Margie Goldsmith, a woman who has refused to let fear, hardship, or illness define her. From escaping troubled childhood, living an enormous, glorious life in Paris, to building a thriving career, reinventing herself again and again, Margie shows what it means to live boldly, even after facing pancreatic and lung cancer. She kept traveling, writing, and daring herself to live new adventures, and likes performing blues harmonica on stage. Her journey is a powerful reminder that you are never less than, and it's never too late to write your story. Our show was such an inspiration. I do invite you to go back to that. You can simply put in Margie, M-A-R-G-I-E, Goldsmith in my search engine, and it will come up. Then we've got Stories, Tools, and Community for Healing Curious Humans by Natalie V. Peterson. Scott began walking into a holistic healing world when his wife of 39 years died after a 20-year battle with breast cancer. After years of caregiving for his daughter and wife, the world of coaching, healing, and energy opened. His soul journey has been to help others, um, to help others through teaching, one-on-one sessions, volunteering with local hospice. He is best known at Amazon author in 10 collaborations and is currently engaged in interviewing 200 men for the book, When Did You Become a Man? And, really a good one to look at because quite honestly, there's a lot there to have. So where are we at now? We are at Enolia. Dr. Enolia Harris Pedro is a respected grandmother, elder, and doctor, a modern day medicine woman in energy medicine practicing in Africa with decades of experience. She uses holistic approach to guide individuals towards balanced health, integrating ancient traditions into modern wellness practices. She offers classes, retreats, and tours on healing, self-mastery, dynamic meditations, and conscious mindset. Plus, she has her own radio channel, which if you go, on TV channel. So again, if you go to her show, Enolia, Enolia, you will find everything there. Then there's The Gate. This is from Shawaz Walji. The gate is, I wrote the gate in between the seekers, like I once was, for those who find what they are looking for, only to lose it again. The gate in between is not a destination, it's an invitation to pause, to look deeper, and to finally remember what keeps slipping away, yourself. Each chapter opens up with a story drawn from her own life, representing symbolic gate. The gates explore themes we all move through: identity, perception, time, connection, and space in between that was and what might be. She and I have known each other for many, many years. She has her own podcast station as well. Please do click on here because it's Shiraj Walji. If you put in her name, I'm going to spell it out for you: SHAHIROSZWALJIE, and you will see all of her shows that she has done with us. And then this was a fascinating thing, your 7 words to a happier you. And this is with personal insights and a lot of humor. Jerry talks about why we do what we do and how it's sabotaging our relationship with ourselves and everyone else. He's put a 7-word philosophy into practice by interviewing over 200 people from the ages of 13 to 34. Now, he put me through this as well. And it was really quite interesting because I didn't realize these words that I'd learned very, very early in life were dictating, they were driving me. And so, yes, it became something that I had to really look at and go, hey, no, you need to get in the back seat. But it was really quite fascinating. And I do recommend that you look this up, the 7-word philosophy, but also just check it out because I think that you will really get it. So that's Jerry Giordano's Giordano 7-word philosophy. So where are we now? Sorry, just getting back to it now. Well, I switched pages, so I've got to go back. And then this one is, I wrote forget the fairy tale and find your happiness because I lived it. And I know I'm not alone. Too many women believe society's script that says happiness depends on finding Prince Charming and checking all the boxes. She believed that too, and in the beginning, her journey of self-discovery began with a bold choice to write the story she'd been given. From midwife, housewife to a global marketing executive to professor and author, she's learned that happy ever after isn't handed to you, it's built one brave decision at a time. And this is Deb Miller, Miller. Do listen to her show. Lots to learn there. Then there's this one, Catherine's Quest, One Woman's Journey to Elation. And this blueprint to sustaining relevance, vitality, and longevity. And she's sharing this because she knows that the only woman, she's not the only woman asking these questions. And this isn't just about bouncing back, it's about rising higher. So that's Catherine's Quest by Pat Alva Baker, Cracker. That is Pat, then Alva, ALVA dash KRAKER. And despite cancer and despite everything else, she has risen, not just surviving. And that's very important, folks. So if you know somebody going through it, that's an excellent gift to give. And then there is Maya Blue, a memoir of survival by Brenda Coffey. It wasn't a fairy tale. It was a fairy tale until it wasn't. For a long time, that's what successful business Brenda Coffey told herself, wherever she dared to look back at her 20s and 30s. In Maya Blue, a memoir of survival, she opens up about life that she once lived, all the scenery, madness, trauma, abuse, and danger that came with it. A really good show to listen to, Maya Blue, Brenda Coffey. Then we've got Nick Marshall, a New York City-based writer, actor, director, producer, and the author of his new book, Try Again, An Ex-Con's Path from Prison to Prosperity. This is about the struggle, hope, both of loss and holding on to, grit and perseverance. It's a story about working hard and trying again, even when we feel the odds are stacked against us, and about that desire to be a person of humility and integrity. Nick Marshall, Marshall, a wonderful show. Please do listen. Then there's The Wild Why by Laura Munson, affirms the universal truth. As Laura Munson attests, we're all creative. Every act of living is creative. Every step we take, every choice we make, every word that comes out of our mouth is an act of creation. What would be more wonderful than that? So we talk about the wild why, stories of teaching, of uncovering your wonder. That's Laura Munson, Munson. Then we have Sun Shower Rose, a professional artist since the early 80s, is best known for her designing of City of Sedona, Arizona logo in 1988. Specializing in watercolor, she later incorporated digital techniques using Photoshop. And as a respected art tutor in Verde Valley, Arizona, she's also performed in the Arts Concerts Comedy and Mime. So this is Showers Art Speaks, and beautiful artist, a lovely book to give to people for the coffee table. And then there is Lisa K. Friedman. She's the author of Hello Wife. Lisa explores the devastating impact of opioid abuse on the families and those who are addicted. It's a very gut-wrenching story, one that I think so many people are really, know about, and at the same time, what we could do about it. So that's Lisa Friedman, Friedman. And then there's The Shadow Self by Mark Chironna. There are moments in history when the world shifts, not in small incremental ways, but in systemic and irreversible transformations. To navigate such times wisely, it is imperative that we learn to recognize where we stand in the arc of history. So that is Mark, and it's Chironna. There's many other authors here as well. I'm going to also promote the books that I'm in. Dare to Live Fearlessly. This is a contributed book on living fearlessly, what my chapter was about, and how I faced it. And each chapter is something they faced fearlessly, despite what odds are against them. That's Dare to Live Fearlessly. And then I Didn't Become Selfish, It Became Me Harder to Manipulate. That's also another anthology. My chapter speaks to reclaiming our boundaries, your voice and your worth. Is for those who are tired of being guilt-tripped or controlled and are ready to stand tall without apology. And then there's the Mission Accepted 262 Women's Stories, a powerful collection of women featuring 262 women who said mission accepted to their calling. It's a contribution that sits alongside the women's journeys of resilience, purpose, business, and service. A wonderful gift for entrepreneurs, change makers, and any woman standing at a crossroads. This book has also been at the Grammys, the Emmys, and the Oscars. It is a 5-year journey to promote this book. I've had the honor of interviewing at least 50 people from this particular book, and all of their stories are quite astounding. It's a big book, heavy book, excellent for the coffee table. And then there's Our Forgotten Children anthology. And this is the anthology that I produced with 15 authors, myself being included, where we raise and look at how our children are being raised, things that are falling through the cracks, systems that need to change, things that we need to be aware of, solutions that we can provide. And it's both a wake-up call and a blueprint for a more comprehensive future for our children. And then there's my own book, Sarah's Discovery, Self-Discovery into Wisdom. My own book traces my journey from struggle to self-discovery into wisdom. It's part memoir, part reflection, part invitation for you to step up in your own knowingness and live from your heart, soul, and your truth. And you can find that on Amazon. All of my books are there, plus a book that we produced. It's an ebook only a few years ago, a business book, which you'll also find up there. So when you go to Amazon, all you need to do is just put in Sarah Troy, S-A-R-A, no H, Troy, T-R-O-Y. I invite you also to go to, some of our other platforms here and look at, this is just a few of the people that have books. I can't possibly do all of them, but look at our authors going back the whole year. Look at the ones I've interviewed in the past. There are some amazing people who have managed to put their what do you call it? I think their guts and their vulnerability. And it's wonderful to read, to see, and for them to share it. And I think we learn a great deal from it. And we need to keep learning a great deal, need to be open. And as I said, a book is a wonderful gift to give to people. It's something that keeps on giving. It's something that we keep on sharing. And it leaves an impact with us. I remember books I read when I was like 13 and 71. So that's a long time ago. And that particular book series had a massive impact on me. And it's just a wonderful gift to give because, it's hours of reading, hours of diving into a story, hours of learning, hours of igniting. And, like a box of chocolates that's gone in a minute. It's something that keeps on giving. So don't forget to go to our podcast tag, which is Self-Discovery Wisdom /shows. All of those podcasts there are genre banners of different genres, different channels, topics. So whether you're into mental health or spirituality or business, you will find shows underneath there. And you'll find more people who have produced books. As I said, I haven't put them all up here. There's a lot of them. But I invite you to go and look, cruise along those shows. Find one that sticks out and, that's talking about a subject that means something to you. And take a listen. Because, my motto with these shows is listen, learn, and apply. And when you do that, then you really do discover things about yourself and places you can go and things you can do and embracing the you. It's all about that. And, another plug out to my brother, Sam Hawksmoor, HAWKSMOOR. You will see all of his books here behind me, and that one and his latest one, which I think is further over here, the flamenco dancer, murder, intrigue, and crypto. And that's a great book to give as well, because, it's about kind of, what would you say, adventure, murder, mystery, reflection. It's got it all there. And if you go back to the shows I did last week, where I, have many other books here that I talk about. But the days after she went dancing, all about flamenco can be murder, and that's a really fun book. And but he always leaves you with with something that is intriguing, enlightening, fun, etc., but leaves thought afterwards. So I really do recommend it. And there's a whole load of other shows right here, um, with the books. So please do have a look at them and see for yourself, what wonderful work people are doing, and how it can help you. So that's my gift ideas for Christmas: books, 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 books. The other thing I would say is a lovely gift if you don't know what to give somebody. Don't donate. Do donate to an organization in their name. I do this for all of my children, just a little something to a different organization for each one of them in their name. And it's something that it's giving and supporting organizations that are helping other people, and you're giving it in that person's name. So it's not a frivolous gift. It's something that's quite deep because they know it's going to be put to work and it's going to help people who are in struggle. So maybe what organization, or whether they're animal activists or for children or anti-war or whatever it is, oceans. Find an organization that you think they would like, donate something in their name, and then they always have this is a gift for someone, and then you can send it out to them, and I think you'll find that's very, very meaningful. So that's this week's show, folks. So books, as I said, are wonderful, and they do keep on giving, and it's really quite intriguing. But here I don't just tell you the books. I have the shows from the authors. Why did they write the book? What inspired them to write the book? What happened for them to write the book? What has the book done for them? What is it revealed through people talking to them about what they've got from the book? There's so much there, folks. So don't forget to listen to their shows as well. So I wish everybody well. And Christmas is around the corner. I think I have 2 more shows for this year. And then I'll be taking a Christmas break, which I hope all of you will be as well. But remember, donations are great, books are great, and something like, if you know somebody that's a very busy mum with kids, say, I'll clean your house for the day. I will babysit for you. I'll take the kids out so you can have a rest. There's a lot of ways that we can gift people in a way that helps support them where they're at. So it doesn't have to be just yet another frivolous something you buy. It could be something you do. And very often they're very much more meaningful. But giving a book that's inspired you as well, that's a great gift to give. So until next time, folks, have a great week. Remember, when you're out shopping there, please, manners, courtesy, patience. Everybody's shopping last minute and it's going to be crazy. So please make sure that you are driving safely. Do not go fast in the parking lots. Be patient, waiting for a space. And when you're in that lineup waiting, have patience. Just think about the poor cash people. They've been there for hours. They've got so much to do. And the last thing they need is a pissed off customer. So take your chill pill before you go and go and be zen while you shop. Until next time, folks, bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. There are so many more for you here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Just go to the podcast tab at the top there and you will see all the many genres and all 3,000 shows ready for your listening. We are here to serve you, to help you on your journey of life, and we know that through inspiration, it begets invitation. We are supported by you, the listeners, and those that we interview. Anything that you can spare us in donation would be greatly accepted, and we do hope that you enjoy the next show.